my goodness. Hello. I want to apologize to you all for being late with Jassé in the Jeep Car Chronicles. Today was a tough one. Literally, traffic was crazy, but I'm here and I got nothing but time and I'm short traffic, so buckle up because I got some making up to do. Y'all like that? Buckle up. I thought about it today. So we got a question from one of my passengers. Got a question. It was a follow-up question to my question yesterday on how you should know or when you should go back to your ex. And the question was very detailed. And I can tell that this person is truly looking just for a little bit of guidance, which is fine. I've read the question so many times that I'm pretty sure I can say it without having to read it, because I read it a lot. So let me see. Basically, this person contacted me. They were in a relationship with someone for 3 years. During that time, a lot happened. There had to be some type of abuse because they said that it got physical. They did not have children. There was a lot of trust issues and there was a lot of lies. She found out that he was actually living with his baby's mother while they were together. Since then, 5 years has passed. And this individual came back and she said that she forgave him. She forgave him of all of the past indiscretions and everything. But she realizes that they can't be friends. She literally said, I told him we cannot be friends, and he's not happy with that. He's not happy with not being her friend. Well, he's not happy with only being her friend. He wants more. And she basically said, how should I handle this? And I'm not a therapist. I try to say this all the time. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a relationship guru. I'm just someone who just pays attention to life and have had a lot of ups and downs in relationships. And my advice to you, baby girl, is run. The part in the question, I'm sorry, and I sound so I sound so strong about what I'm saying is because the part that you left out in the question is, why did you even let this person back in your life? Honestly, sometimes we get so caught up in, oh, they were nice or we had a good time, but you forget all of the other things that led up to why you broke up. And when I was reading the question, because it came in as like a 2-part, the first part, everything was so negative. And then, you say that there was abuse. She mentioned that her daughter was scared of this individual. She mentioned that there was no trust. This person would pop up at her job unannounced. She mentioned that there was lies because he wasn't living where he said he was living. And then the next one was, well, I forgave him, and that's fine. Here's what I really want to answer for you. It is okay to forgive, but please never forget. Because unless this individual, and like I said yesterday, unless this person can truly show you a new person and you are a new person, we're just playing games. And in this situation now, there's children involved because you said that your daughter was fearful. And so the question is, has your daughter forgiven? Has your daughter forgotten? You know, when we become parents, we can't only take in what is good for us. We also have to now take in what's good for our child or our children. And so I'm just saying, to know that this individual isn't even satisfied with only being your friend. I believe the word you used was upset. He's upset at when I say we're just friends. Well, if he getting upset over the word friend, something that we all want all over Facebook, we got 800 friends. If he's upset over that word and is demanding more of you, nah, he ain't changed. Y'all just have 5 years apart. So I want you to know I'm answering this question in love. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying, baby, just separate yourself. Separate yourself from this person. And I'm pretty sure I'm telling you the same thing that one of your friends or somebody in your family, just reading the question, I just know everybody else has probably told you the same thing about this person. And sometimes you just need a objective person to say, So I'm the objective person. I'm going to be the final vote. You don't have to listen to me, but I'm voting no. Leave homeboy alone. It got to be somebody better out there. So that's it. And that is, I'm answering that in love. Leave him alone. So that was the only follow-up question that I received, and I promised you all tips and tricks with stress. And today is the perfect day because the universe made me so stressed this morning that I could not do my Jassé in the Jeep this morning. I left my house hours early before I usually leave, and I got to work the same time I usually get to work, which is a real problem when I was supposed to be there at 8:30. So if you're from the DMV area, you know, for whatever reason, rain, we act like we can't drive. So it literally took me 2 hours to get somewhere that should have only taken me an hour. But in that whole time, I was frazzled. I was upset. I had commitments with my job. I had somewhere I had to be. I had commitments to y'all. Granted, it's not a lot of people that come in live to Jassé in the Jeep, but surprisingly, there's a lot of responses once I broadcast the video and rebroadcast the video on Facebook. So there's people that wait for Jassé in the Jeep. I went to pick up my son yesterday from daycare, and my girlfriend was like, ain't you late for Jassé in the Jeep? Because I'm ready for part 2. And I was like, ooh. So I have commitments with you guys. Hello, everybody that's joining. I see my cousin. Hey, boo, I'm going to see you next month. So I really think that was kind of the universe way of saying, oh, you want to talk about stress, baby girl? Well, let's see what you do under stress. And so once I got to work, I really sat down and I said, okay, let me revamp how I'm going to respond to this. Let me feel what my body is feeling during this stressful time. Literally, I was tense. I felt so I will say this. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying. I will say this. I could feel that stress all through my body. When I woke up this morning, I'm thinking, I'm leaving work on time. I'm dropping my son off. Everything's going to be okay. And today's going to be a great day. And I was thrown a curveball. We have this all the time in our life. We don't plan for stress. There's certain things that you say, okay, I know this is coming. If you have a sick family member and the doctor says more than likely this person is going to need some level of care or whatever, you know how to prepare for that. You may mentally prepare for it, but you really don't know what to expect until you're in it, and you don't know how your body is going to respond to it. I'm sorry, y'all, there's a bug on my window, and I don't do bugs, so I gotta stop for a second. Sorry. Car Chronicles is real. He's gone. So what I was saying was, you may think that you're preparing mentally for this stress, but still the way in which your body responds to stress is completely different. I am someone, I don't even realize that I am stressed until I am at explosion level. I can pack and pack and pack and pack and pack. And the only example I can give is my son right now loves Legos. Loves Legos. And he always wants to build a tower. And so he just puts the pieces on top of each other, on top of each other, on top of each other, on top of each other. And then by the time he wants to bring it to show me, of course, what happens? It falls apart. And literally what we do during our day, we don't realize how much stress or how much negativity or how much just things that we hold onto and that we pack into our body. Especially women. I'm not going to say that men are stressed. Men are stressed. I can't even imagine what it is to be a black man in this country. So I know that you guys have stress in a completely other way. But I can only speak for myself, and I know how much women hold on to stress, how much we don't like to ask for help, how much we don't want to look like a failure, how much we want to be the mother who can bake the cookies versus buying the cookies for the school event, or just so many things that we try to do, and we don't realize that we're just building a Lego tower that's about to fall. So my tips and tricks for dealing with stress are, and let me say this, I'm still working on it. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect in any way, shape, or form, and I'm no different from any of you guys. And that's why I say there's no judgment at all when you guys come to me with questions, and I'm being very transparent. So I'm just letting you guys know that I'm only talking because I feel as if I can help, because these things have helped me, but I'm not a professional. I recently read in a book that you should do a social cleanse, a social media cleanse. And so basically what that means is, and this means a lot of things to different people. Some people will just take a break completely from Facebook and Instagram. I recently took a very long break from Facebook because Facebook really is just a place of opinions. I mean, have you ever been on Facebook on a day that is extra hot in your city? You're going to see everybody, oh my God, it's so hot. Oh my God, what happened to winter? Oh goodness, what's going on? I mean, that whole morning is going to complain about just a regular sunny day. And then a few months later, please don't let it be cold. Oh my goodness, bring back summer. I can't go through all of this in a day. I can't process all these opinions and emotions in a day. And so I truly had to say, you know what? I can't do Facebook. I can't. Because even if you put up something, you put up your opinion, and then there's somebody who feels the need to come and defend their opinion on your opinion. Now y'all in like a little social beef. Why? It was my opinion, it's my page, and I have been known to do this. And when I realized that I did it too many times, I said, you know what? I can't do Facebook. And so now, when I do Facebook, all I do is I put up my videos, and I only click like on the things that I like, and I think I have maybe like a 2 comment minimum, and that's it. Facebook is completely draining to me. And I want you all to pay close attention to your social media diet, because if you're already going through stress, that's not the place to go. For IG, what I did was, if I saw anything negative, anything that didn't resonate with my spirit, anything that was just too much, unfollow. And guess what? The good thing is, it's kind of harder to figure out who you unfollowed on IG. At least I think. I don't know the tips or tricks for finding out who unfollowed you. But I really had to just start to pull out those negative people from my Instagram feed, because I don't want to have to deal with that negativity when I'm just trying to, use mindless time and go through pictures and get information. So my first tip would be, do a social media cleanse. Whether that's separating yourself from Facebook, whether that's unfollowing certain people, just take that out of your environment. If you don't want to unfollow, just separate yourself. People a lot of times tend to do it during Lent. You can do it anytime. You don't have to wait for a season. If you feel like this is not the time, remove yourself. Another thing that I have stopped doing, and I know I'm gonna get, my husband is in the group chat. Hey, boo. I was a little salty yesterday. I asked him, did he watch the video? He was like, I watched half, but he was at work. But I was like, I had a little nice message in the last video, and I wanted you to see it. So hopefully you go back and watch that message. Okay, back on task. One thing that I do now, and I know I'm going to get judged for it, is I don't watch the news. I don't. If something really serious is going on, somebody at work is either going to ask me, like the hurricane or storm or whatever that's coming. I don't know what it's called. I don't know when it's supposed to come, but I hear people talking about it. You're going to get alerts on your phone. Someone's going to call and ask you. You don't have to give an hour to the news to tell you all about all the negative stuff that's going on in the world. It's so negative. My goodness. It's horrible. And the crazy thing is, when you stop watching the news and you just go through life, you see so much great things going on in the world. Labor Day weekend, we took my son to the Smithsonian for the first time. Just seeing the pure joy on his face on the metro. He kept saying, I rode the train. And seeing kids play with each other at the Smithsonian and learning about civilization. Like, that brought joy to me. So when you remove yourself from the news, you get to see the good that's going on in the world. And I promise you, it's a lot of evil going on in the world. There's a lot of good people in the world too. A lot. So that would be my second advice to anyone dealing with stress. My third advice would be, find out what the cause of your stress is. So I told you guys, I pack and I pack and I pack stress until I blow up. And when I started going to therapy, it was my therapist who, I was explaining to her, I'm like, you know what? I just don't like it. I don't like the feeling. I kept saying how much I don't like something. And finally she said, Jassé, you know what I believe what you're going through right now is? You're going through grief. So I'm not even going to share why I was going through grief, because I'm not ready to go there. But she helped me realize that certain emotions have a relationship with somewhere else. So sadness and grief go hand in hand. Anger and grief go hand in hand. And sometimes you may be saying, I'm so angry, but really what's really going on? Sometimes you have to unpack what truly is going on. And so a lot of times the only way to do that is by going to therapy. or having someone you can trust to say, this is what I'm going through. You cannot trust everybody with what you're going through. You cannot trust everybody with your emotions. You can't trust everybody with your secrets. I know you know this. But if you don't have a therapist, I pray that you have someone that you truly can trust and be vulnerable with and say, you know what? These are the thoughts that are running through my mind. This is what I'm thinking. This is how I'm feeling. Hey, this is what I'm going through. And if this person can hold your hand and pray for you, if this person can say, Kathy, hi. If this person can say, I'll pray for you. I've been through this situation. I can help you. Then that's a safe person to share what you're going through with. We cannot go through this life just holding on to things on our own. The level of relief you get from just saying, I need somebody to talk to. Just listen to me for a moment is so refreshing. If you don't have that, journal. I'm so surprised when I go back to my journal entries. It's almost like I'm reintroducing myself to myself. I'll be like, Jassé, girl, you was all over it. Look at you. So if you can, just get it out. Write it down. Get it out. And if you're fearful that somebody is going to see what it is that you wrote, write it down, rip it up, and throw it away. Even better, write it down, pray over it, tuck it away. Whatever makes you feel better about the situation, do it. My fifth advice, whatever prayer is for you, whatever affirmations you do, whatever intentions you set, do it. Pray, talk about it, just put it out to get it out of your system. We hold on to things so much because in this world, everything looks great. On social media, everybody's smiling, everybody's vacationing. All the relationships are good until you realize they start deleting pictures from their archives and you're like, oh, something going on. So, everyone is walking around with a mask on saying, I'm happy, hey, what's going on? When really inside there's a lot. And so if you can pray and you can give it to God, do so. I know I have more tips and tricks, but I just want to let you guys know that those would be my 5 things to do. And then also learn what relaxes you. So for me, a nice shower and some tea and a robe, that's like heaven on, that's like a small piece of heaven on earth. Find out what relaxes you and have it available, have it handy. Now, yeah, drink every now and then may relax you, but if you realize that you're constantly going to these negative things for relaxation, now you're building a possible addiction, and you're stopping you're numbing what really is truly bothering you, and we don't want to do that. So I hope my tips and tricks help. I hope my advice earlier to my passenger, that's what I call y'all, my passengers. I hope my advice earlier to my passenger about her situation helps someone and her. And I just hope I see you guys again. Thank you so much. I love the response that I receive from all of y'all. I mean, I get emails, text messages, screenshots just saying, Jassé, this is amazing. Thumbs up saying, I love it. My soror emailed me and just was like, you encouraged me, and I just want to continue to keep you in prayer and keep doing what you're doing. So I know it's just me talking in the car, but guys, I really truly do enjoy just sharing this time for y'all because it's also therapeutic for myself. Yesterday was a lot for me because I dug up a lot of old things. And so just know that when I'm talking to you all and when I'm answering your questions, that is also it's also a process for me. I have to tap into a place of emotion where I can just be genuine and vulnerable and just talk to you guys from a place of love. And then once I'm done, put my past in the past and keep driving forward. So I thank y'all. I love y'all. Have a blessed day. Please be safe. Namaste. Bye.